Ever felt lost, unsure of your life's direction? The audiobook, The Plan, How to Design Your Future Life, is your roadmap to a purposeful future. Discover how to design your ideal life, set achievable goals, and turn dreams into reality. Learn powerful techniques for self-discovery, strategic planning, and overcoming obstacles. Don't leave your future to chance. Seize control and unlock your full potential. Without this guide, you risk drifting aimlessly, missing out on the life you truly desire. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 1: Charting Beginnings. Life is a journey, but how many of us are truly at the helm, steering our course with purpose and intention? As you open this book, you stand at the threshold of a transformative adventure, one that will empower you to take control of your destiny and design the future you've always dreamed of. Imagine waking up each day with a clear sense of direction, your actions aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. Picture yourself navigating life's challenges with resilience and purpose, continuously growing and adapting as you move closer to your goals. This is the power of intentional living and purposeful life design, the cornerstone of the journey you're about to embark upon. But why is life planning so crucial? In a world of constant change and overwhelming choices, having a well-crafted life plan serves as your personal North Star. It provides clarity amidst chaos, helping you make decisions that resonate with your true self. A life plan isn't about rigid schedules or inflexible goals. It's a dynamic framework that evolves with you, guiding your growth and helping you realize your full potential. As you progress through this book, you'll develop a clear understanding of why life planning matters. You'll begin to recognize your personal values and aspirations, shifting from a reactive mode of living to one of proactive intention. This newfound awareness will lay the foundation for the transformative journey ahead. But what can you expect to achieve as you work through these pages? First and foremost, you'll gain the tools to craft a compelling vision for your future, one that excites and motivates you. You'll learn to set meaningful goals that align with this vision and develop strategies to turn these goals into reality. Perhaps most importantly, you'll cultivate the mindset needed to embrace change and persist in the face of challenges. The journey of intentional living and life design is ongoing. As you continue to apply the principles and practices outlined in this book, you'll experience sustained personal growth and a deepening sense of fulfillment. Your actions will increasingly align with your life's purpose, creating a powerful sense of authenticity and satisfaction. Moreover, you'll develop an enhanced ability to adapt and thrive amidst life's inevitable changes, viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. So what's involved in this process of charting your future? At its core, it requires a commitment to self-discovery and intentional living. This means dedicating time and energy to understanding yourself, your values, strengths, passions, and areas for growth. It involves honest self-reflection and a willingness to challenge long-held assumptions about who you are and what you're capable of achieving. Throughout this book, you'll be introduced to a structured framework for life planning. This isn't a one-size-fits-all approach, but rather a flexible system that you can adapt to your unique circumstances and goals. You'll learn how to craft a compelling vision, set smart goals, create strategic plans, and effectively allocate your resources. Each step builds logically upon the last, ensuring a cohesive and effective journey towards your desired future. Embracing change is a crucial aspect of this process. Change can be uncomfortable, even frightening at times, but it's through change that we grow, learn, and evolve. As you work through this book, you'll develop strategies for managing change effectively, turning potential disruptions into catalysts for personal growth. Setting realistic expectations is equally important. While this book will equip you with powerful tools and strategies, creating lasting change takes time and consistent effort. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way, but with persistence and the right mindset, these obstacles become valuable learning experiences, propelling you forward on your journey. As we delve deeper into the concept of intentional living, it's important to understand what this truly means. Intentional living is about making conscious choices that align with your values and goals, rather than simply reacting to life's circumstances. It's about shifting from autopilot, where habits and external pressures dictate your actions, to a state of mindful decision-making. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It requires practice and patience. But as you become more intentional in your choices, you'll find yourself feeling more in control of your life. You'll experience a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment, knowing that your daily actions are moving you closer to your long-term vision. At the heart of this journey lies the search for meaning. As the renowned psychiatrist Viktor Frankl observed, the search for meaning is a fundamental human drive. When we have a sense of purpose, a reason for being, we can endure almost any hardship. This book will guide you in discovering your own unique purpose, helping you uncover what truly matters to you and what you want to contribute to the world. Frankl's work in logotherapy emphasizes the importance of finding meaning in all circumstances, even in suffering. This perspective can be tremendously empowering, helping you maintain resilience and hope, even in challenging times. As you progress through this book, you'll explore various methods for uncovering your personal purpose and aligning your life plan with this deeper sense of meaning. The philosophical underpinnings of this approach draw from existentialism, the idea that we are each responsible for creating purpose in our own lives. This can seem daunting at first. After all, it's often easier to follow predetermined paths or societal expectations. But embracing this responsibility is also incredibly liberating. It means you have the power to shape your life according to your own values and aspirations. As you prepare for the transformation ahead, it's natural to feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. Personal growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, facing fears, and challenging long-held beliefs. But remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Each challenge you overcome makes you stronger and more resilient. In the chapters that follow, you'll embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. You'll learn to craft a compelling vision for your future in vision crafting, conduct a thorough self-assessment to understand your starting point, and set meaningful goals that align with your vision. You'll develop strategic plans to turn these goals into reality, learn to allocate your resources effectively, and master the art of taking consistent action towards your dreams. But this is just the beginning. As you progress through the book, you'll discover how to monitor your progress, make necessary adjustments, and maintain momentum even in the face of setbacks. You'll learn to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and use them as fuel to propel you forward. And finally, you'll explore strategies for sustaining your growth and embracing new possibilities as they arise. Remember, the journey you're about to embark upon is uniquely yours. While this book provides a roadmap, you are the one who will breathe life into these concepts, adapting them to your personal circumstances and aspirations. Trust in the process, be patient with yourself, and remain open to the transformative power of intentional living. As we conclude this first chapter, take a moment to reflect on why you picked up this book. What changes do you hope to see in your life? What dreams have you been putting off? What would it mean to live each day with purpose and intention? Hold on to these thoughts as you turn the page, for they are the seeds of the extraordinary future you're about to design. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the art of vision crafting, a crucial step in designing your future life. You'll learn how to tap into your deepest aspirations and create a vivid picture of the future you desire. This vision will serve as your guiding light, inspiring and motivating you as you navigate the journey ahead. Are you ready to bring your dreams into focus? Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to receive more self-improvement tips that will supercharge your growth. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for your support. Chapter 2, Vision Crafting. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a future where every aspect of your life aligns perfectly with your deepest desires. What does that future look like? How does it feel? This exercise, simple as it may seem, is the first step in a powerful process we call vision crafting. Vision crafting is more than just daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's a deliberate and structured approach to defining your ideal future. But why is this process so crucial in designing your future life? The answer lies in the profound impact a clear vision can have on your subconscious mind and consequently on your actions and decisions. Think of your vision as the foundation of your life plan. Just as a building needs a solid foundation to withstand the test of time, your life plan needs a well-crafted vision to guide you through life's ups and downs. This vision serves as your personal North Star, helping you navigate the complex landscape of choices and opportunities that life presents. But how exactly does a vision guide your decisions and actions? The key lies in its ability to create a powerful psychological pull. When you have a vivid, compelling vision of your future, it activates parts of your brain that drive motivation and decision-making. It's as if your mind is constantly seeking ways to bridge the gap between your current reality and your envisioned future. Imagine you're planning a road trip. Without a destination in mind, you might wander aimlessly, taking random turns and potentially ending up somewhere you never intended to be. But with a clear destination, every decision you make, which road to take, when to stop for fuel, how fast to drive, is informed by that end goal. Your vision for your life works in much the same way. Now, let's delve deeper into the power of vision. Have you ever noticed how elite athletes often close their eyes and visualize their performance before a big event? This isn't mere superstition. Research has shown that visualization can have a profound impact on performance. When you vividly imagine achieving your goals, your brain responds as if you're actually performing the actions. This mental rehearsal strengthens neural pathways, making it easier for you to take action in real life. But the power of vision extends beyond just influencing your actions. It also has a significant psychological impact. A clear vision can boost your confidence, increase your resilience in the face of setbacks, and provide a sense of purpose that can carry you through challenging times. It's like having a secret weapon, a source of motivation and inspiration that you can tap into whenever you need it. So, how do we harness this power? One effective technique is guided imagery. Find a quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. Now, imagine yourself 5 years in the future, living your ideal life. What do you see? What are you doing? How do you feel? Try to engage all your senses in this visualization. The more vivid and detailed you can make this mental image, the more powerful it will be. Another powerful tool in vision crafting is creating a vision board. This is a visual representation of your ideal future, typically created by collaging images, words, and symbols that represent your goals and desires. The process of creating a vision board helps you clarify your aspirations, while the finished product serves as a daily reminder of what you're working towards. As you engage in these visualization exercises, you might notice certain themes or values emerging. This brings us to a crucial aspect of vision crafting, aligning your vision with your core values. Your values are the principles that guide your behavior and decision-making. They're the things that matter most to you, the beliefs that define who you are at your core. Identifying your personal values is a process of self-discovery. It requires honest reflection and introspection. What matters most to you in life? What principles do you refuse to compromise on? What brings you the deepest sense of fulfillment? These are the questions that can help you uncover your core values. Once you've identified your values, it's essential to ensure that your vision aligns with them. A vision that contradicts your core values will feel hollow and unsatisfying, no matter how impressive it might look on paper. On the other hand, a vision that's in harmony with your values will resonate deeply, providing a sense of authenticity and purpose. For example, if one of your core values is freedom, a vision that involves a highly structured 9-to-5 corporate job might not be the best fit. Instead, you might envision a life of entrepreneurship or freelance work that allows for more flexibility and autonomy. The key is to craft a vision that not only excites you, but also feels true to who you are at your core. With your values identified and your imagination engaged, you're ready for the next step: writing your vision statement. This is where you'll articulate your vision in clear, concise language. A well-crafted vision statement serves as a powerful tool for focusing your efforts and keeping you aligned with your goals. So what makes an effective vision statement? First and foremost, it should be clear and specific. Vague generalities won't provide the guidance you need. Instead, aim for concrete details that paint a vivid picture of your desired future. Your vision statement should also be ambitious yet achievable. It should stretch you beyond your current capabilities, but not so far that it feels impossible. Another key component of an effective vision statement is emotional resonance. Your vision should excite you, inspire you, and motivate you to take action. Use language that evokes strong positive emotions. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," you might say, "I am thriving in a career that challenges me and allows me to make a meaningful impact on the world." As you craft your vision statement, don't be afraid to dream big. This is your opportunity to imagine your ideal future without limitations. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? What kind of life would you create if resources were unlimited? Allow yourself to explore these possibilities without judgment or self-censorship. Remember, the process of crafting your vision is just as important as the final product. It's a journey of self-discovery that can reveal insights about your desires, values, and aspirations. Embrace the process and don't rush it. Take the time to really explore what you want out of life. Once you've crafted your vision statement, it's time to bring it to life visually through a vision board. Gather magazines, printed images, quotes, and any other visual elements that represent aspects of your vision. As you create your board, pay attention to how each element makes you feel. Does it excite you? Inspire you? If not, it might not belong on your vision board. Your completed vision board should be placed somewhere you'll see it daily. This constant visual reminder will help keep your vision at the forefront of your mind, influencing your decisions and actions throughout the day. Now, let's consider the potential outcomes of this vision crafting process. At a minimum, you should come away with a general idea of your desired future. This alone can provide valuable direction for your life planning efforts. An excellent outcome would be a detailed and motivating vision statement that clearly articulates your aspirations. But the best possible outcome? A vision that resonates so deeply with your core self that it naturally drives your daily actions and decisions. Of course, the process of vision crafting isn't without its challenges. One common issue is a lack of clarity. You might find yourself struggling to articulate what you truly want. If this happens, don't worry. It's a normal part of the process. The solution is to revisit and refine your vision regularly. As you gain more life experience and self-knowledge, your vision will naturally become clearer and more defined. Another potential pitfall is misalignment with your values. You might craft a vision that sounds impressive but doesn't truly resonate with your core beliefs. If you find yourself feeling unmotivated or resistant to your vision, it might be time to reassess your core values and adjust your vision accordingly. Lastly, some people find the process of vision crafting overwhelming or even frightening. The idea of committing to a grand vision for your life can be intimidating. If you find yourself feeling this way, try breaking down your vision into smaller, more manageable parts. Focus on one area of your life at a time, or envision your ideal future just 1 year from now instead of 5 or 10 years ahead. Remember, your vision is not set in stone. It's a living document that will evolve as you grow and change. The goal is not perfection, but rather clarity and inspiration. Your vision should excite you and pull you forward, even if it feels a bit scary at times. As we conclude this chapter on vision crafting, take a moment to reflect on the journey you've embarked upon. You've taken the first crucial steps in designing your future life by articulating a vision that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations. This vision will serve as your guiding light as you navigate the path ahead. But a vision, powerful as it is just the beginning. In the next chapter, we'll delve into a process that might seem contradictory at first glance. After all, how can looking backward help you move forward? Yet, this next step is crucial in bridging the gap between your present reality and your envisioned future. Are you ready to uncover the hidden treasures within yourself? Chapter 3: Self-Assessment. Have you ever stood in front of a mirror, really looking at yourself, and wondered about the person staring back at you? Not just your physical appearance, but the essence of who you are. This act of deep introspection is at the heart of what we're about to explore in this chapter. But why, you might ask, is this important when we're focused on designing our future life? Imagine you're planning a journey to a distant, exotic location. You've crafted a vivid vision of your destination, filled with excitement and anticipation. But before you can plot your course, you need to know where you're starting from. Without this crucial information, how can you possibly chart an effective path forward? This is where self-assessment comes into play. It's about establishing a realistic starting point for your journey of personal growth and life design. Think of it as taking a snapshot of your current life situation, a comprehensive picture that captures your strengths, weaknesses, values, and passions. This snapshot becomes the foundation upon which you'll build your future. But self-assessment is more than just a starting point. It's a powerful tool for enhancing self-awareness, which in turn leads to more informed decision-making. When you truly understand yourself, your motivations, your fears, your strengths, and your limitations, you're better equipped to make choices that align with your authentic self and your long-term vision. So, how do we begin this process of self-discovery? It starts with looking into what we might call the mirror of self-reflection. This isn't a physical mirror, of course, but rather a metaphorical one that allows us to see beyond the surface and into the depths of our being. The importance of self-knowledge cannot be overstated. Studies have shown that individuals with high levels of self-awareness tend to be more successful in both their personal and professional lives. They make better leaders, form stronger relationships, and are generally more satisfied with their lives. Why? Because they understand their own needs, motivations, and behaviors, allowing them to navigate life's challenges more effectively. However, gazing into this mirror of self-reflection isn't always easy. We often encounter barriers to honest self-assessment. These might include fear of what we might discover, ingrained beliefs about who we are or should be, or simply a lack of practice in introspection. Overcoming these barriers requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to challenge our own assumptions about ourselves. Fortunately, there are tools we can use to aid in this process of self-reflection. One powerful technique is journaling. The act of putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard can help unlock insights that might otherwise remain hidden. Try setting aside time each day to write freely about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Don't worry about grammar or structure. The goal is simply to let your thoughts flow. Another valuable tool for self-reflection is mindfulness practice. By learning to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, we can gain deeper insights into our patterns of thinking and behaving. This might involve formal meditation practices or simply taking moments throughout the day to pause and check in with yourself. As we delve deeper into self-assessment, we come to a powerful framework borrowed from the world of strategic planning, the SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. While typically used in business contexts, this framework can be incredibly illuminating when applied to personal development. Let's start with strengths. These are the qualities, skills, and resources that give you an advantage. They might be innate talents, learned skills, or positive personality traits. Identifying your strengths isn't about bragging, it's about recognizing the unique gifts you bring to the table, What are you naturally good at? What skills have you worked hard to develop? What positive qualities do others often compliment you on? Recognizing your strengths isn't always easy. We often take our natural talents for granted, assuming that what comes easily to us must be easy for everyone. This is where gathering feedback from others can be invaluable. Ask trusted friends, family members, or colleagues what they see as your key strengths. Their perspectives might surprise you and shed light on qualities you hadn't recognized in yourself. Next, we turn to weaknesses. These are areas where you lack strength or proficiency, aspects of yourself that might hold you back from achieving your goals. It's important to approach this part of the analysis with compassion and honesty. Remember, acknowledging weaknesses isn't about beating yourself up, it's about identifying areas for growth and improvement. When considering your weaknesses, look for patterns in your life. Are there certain types of tasks you consistently struggle with? Are there situations that always seem to bring out the worst in you? Be honest with yourself, but also be kind. Everyone has weaknesses. The key is to recognize them so you can work on improving or finding ways to compensate for them. The O in SWOT stands for opportunities. These are external factors or trends that you could potentially leverage to your advantage. In the context of personal development, opportunities might include things like emerging career fields, new learning resources, or changes in your personal circumstances that open up new possibilities. Spotting opportunities requires a combination of self-knowledge and awareness of the world around you. What trends in society or your industry align with your strengths and interests? What resources or connections do you have access to that you haven't fully utilized? Sometimes, opportunities arise from unexpected places, so stay open and curious about the world around you. Finally, we come to threats. These are external factors that could potentially hinder your progress or pose risks to your goals. Threats might include things like economic downturns, changes in your industry, or personal challenges like health issues or family responsibilities. Acknowledging threats isn't about dwelling on the negative, it's about being prepared. By identifying potential obstacles in advance, you can develop strategies to mitigate their impact or even turn them into opportunities. Remember, many successful people attribute their achievements to their ability to anticipate and overcome challenges. As we move deeper into our self-assessment, we come to an intriguing area of exploration, understanding our personality and preferences. Our personality shapes how we interact with the world, influencing everything from our career choices to our relationships. By gaining a deeper understanding of our personality traits, we can make choices that align more closely with our natural inclinations and strengths. There are various personality assessment tools available, each offering a different lens through which to view ourselves. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, for instance, categorizes individuals into 16 personality types based on 4 dichotomies: extroversion, introversion, sensing, intuition, thinking, feeling, and judging, perceiving. The Big Five model, on the other hand, assesses individuals on 5 broad personality traits: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. While these assessments can provide valuable insights, it's important to remember that they are tools, not definitive labels. Use them as starting points for self-reflection rather than rigid boxes to confine yourself within. The goal is to gain a deeper understanding of your tendencies and preferences, not to limit yourself. Equally important to understanding your personality is exploring your values and beliefs. Our values are the principles that guide our decisions and behaviors, while our beliefs are the assumptions we hold about ourselves and the world around us. Both play a crucial role in shaping our lives, often in ways we're not fully aware of. Identifying your core values can be a profound exercise in self-discovery. What principles do you hold most dear? What do you stand for? What brings you a sense of fulfillment and purpose? Your answers to these questions can provide powerful guidance as you design your future life. It's also crucial to examine your beliefs, particularly those that might be limiting you. We all carry beliefs about ourselves and the world that we've accumulated over our lifetimes. Some of these serve us well, while others might be holding us back. Do you believe you're not creative? That success always requires struggle? That you're too old or too young to pursue a particular goal? Challenging these limiting beliefs can open up new possibilities and pathways in your life. Now that we've explored the various aspects of self-assessment, it's time to put this knowledge into practice. Start by conducting your personal SWOT analysis. Take your time with this exercise, allowing yourself to dig deep and be honest. Remember, this is for your eyes only. There's no need to impress anyone or hide anything. Next, consider taking one or more personality assessments. Many are available online, both free and paid. As you review your results, focus less on the labels and more on how the insights resonate with your own experiences and self-perception. Finally, spend some time exploring your values and beliefs. What principles guide your life? What assumptions do you hold about yourself and the world? Which of these empower you, and which might be holding you back? As you engage in these exercises, you might experience a range of outcomes. At a minimum, you should gain a basic awareness of your strengths and weaknesses. This alone can be valuable in guiding your future decisions and actions. An excellent outcome would be a comprehensive self-assessment that provides actionable insights. This might include a clear understanding of your key strengths and how to leverage them, awareness of your weaknesses and strategies to address them, recognition of opportunities aligned with your goals, and plans to mitigate potential threats. The best possible outcome? A deep self-understanding that guides effective planning for your future. This level of self-awareness allows you to make decisions that are truly aligned with your authentic self, leading to greater fulfillment and success in all areas of your life. Of course, the process of self-assessment isn't without its challenges. One common pitfall is bias in self-assessment. We all have blind spots and tendencies to see ourselves in certain ways that might not be entirely accurate. The solution? Seek external feedback. Ask trusted friends, family members, or mentors for their honest perspectives. Their insights can help balance your self-perception and provide a more rounded view. Another potential issue is an overemphasis on weaknesses. While it's important to recognize areas for improvement, dwelling too much on perceived shortcomings can be demotivating and counterproductive. Remember to balance your focus, giving equal attention to your strengths and the opportunities before you. Lastly, some people find themselves overwhelmed by the amount of information generated through self-assessment. If you find yourself in this situation, try to prioritize. Focus on the key insights that seem most relevant to your current goals and circumstances. You can always revisit other aspects later as needed. As we conclude this chapter on self-assessment, take a moment to reflect on what you've discovered about yourself. This journey of self-discovery is ongoing. There will always be new depths to plumb, new insights to gain. Embrace this process as a lifelong adventure in getting to know yourself. Remember, the goal of self-assessment isn't to define yourself rigidly or to uncover some unchangeable true self. Rather, it's about gaining a clearer understanding of where you are right now so you can more effectively chart your course forward. Speaking of moving forward, our next chapter will take us into exciting new territory. We've gazed into the mirror of self-reflection, but now it's time to look outward and upward. What heights might you reach if you dared to dream big? How can you transform those dreams into concrete, achievable objectives? Prepare to embark on a journey that will challenge you to reach for the stars while keeping your feet firmly planted on the ground. Chapter 4, Goal Setting. Have you ever felt like you're drifting through life, unsure of where you're heading or how to get there? It's a common experience, one that can leave us feeling lost and unfulfilled. But what if there was a way to chart your course with precision, to transform your dreams into reality with a set of powerful tools? This is where the art and science of goal setting comes into play. Goal setting is more than just writing down a list of things you want to achieve. It's a process of translating your grand vision into concrete, actionable objectives. Think of it as building a bridge between your present reality and your desired future. Each goal you set becomes a stepping stone on this bridge, guiding you forward and providing a clear path to follow. But why is goal setting so crucial in designing your future life? Imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint. You might have a general idea of what you want, a roof over your head, walls for shelter, but without specific plans, the result would likely be chaotic and unstable. Your life is infinitely more complex than a house, yet many of us try to build it without a clear plan. Goals provide direction and motivation for progress. They act as a compass, helping you navigate the often turbulent waters of life. When you have clear, well-defined goals, you're able to focus your energy and resources more effectively. Instead of scattering your efforts in multiple directions, you can channel them towards what truly matters to you. Moreover, the process of setting and pursuing goals can be incredibly motivating. There's something deeply satisfying about making progress towards a meaningful objective. Each small win along the way provides a boost of motivation, propelling you forward and building momentum. But not all goals are created equal. Have you ever set a New Year's resolution only to abandon it by February? The problem often lies not in our intentions, but in how we formulate our goals. This is where the art of setting goals comes into play. The first step in mastering this art is understanding the crucial difference between dreams and goals. Dreams are important. They inspire us and fuel our ambitions. But dreams alone are not enough. A dream is like a distant star, beautiful to look at, but impossibly far away. A goal, on the other hand, is like a series of stepping stones leading to that star. It's concrete, actionable, and within your reach. One common pitfall in goal setting is vagueness. Goals like be successful or get healthy sound good, but they're too nebulous to act upon. How do you know when you've achieved success? What exactly does healthy mean to you? Without specificity, these goals remain in the realm of dreams, tantalizing but elusive. Another common mistake is setting too many goals at once. In our enthusiasm, we might create a long list of everything we want to achieve, but this approach can quickly lead to overwhelm and burnout. It's far more effective to focus on a few key goals that align with your most important priorities. So how can we set goals that are both inspiring and achievable? This is where the concept of SMART goals comes in. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's explore each of these elements in turn. Specific goals are clear and well-defined. Instead of improve my career, a specific goal might be secure a promotion to senior manager in my current department. The more specific your goal, the easier it is to visualize and work towards. Measurable goals have concrete criteria for success. This allows you to track your progress and know when you've achieved your goal. For instance, if your goal is to improve your public speaking skills, you might measure success by the number of presentations you give or by feedback scores from your audience. Achievable goals strike a balance between challenging and realistic. While it's good to aim high, setting impossible goals will only lead to frustration. Consider your current resources, skills, and circumstances when setting your goals. Remember, you can always set more ambitious goals as you grow and develop. Relevant goals align with your broader vision and values. Ask yourself, does this goal support my long-term objectives? Is it in line with my personal values? A goal might be specific, measurable, and achievable, but if it doesn't resonate with what truly matters to you, you'll struggle to stay motivated. Time-bound goals have a clear deadline. This creates a sense of urgency and helps prevent procrastination. Be realistic when setting timelines, but also challenge yourself. A deadline that's too far in the future can make a goal feel less pressing, while one that's too soon can create unnecessary stress. As you craft your SMART goals, it's important to consider how they fit into the various domains of your life. Our lives are multifaceted, encompassing areas such as career, relationships, personal growth, health, and more. A well-rounded set of goals should address multiple life domains, creating a balanced approach to personal development. Start by identifying the key areas of your life that are most important to you. These might include your career, your relationships with family and friends, your personal growth and learning, your health and wellness, your financial situation, and your contributions to your community or the world at large. Once you've identified these life domains, consider setting goals for each area. This doesn't mean you need an equal number of goals for each domain. Some areas might require more focus than others at different times in your life. The key is to ensure that you're not neglecting important aspects of your life as you pursue your goals. As you set goals across different life domains, pay attention to how these goals interact with each other. Ideally, your goals should complement and support one another. For instance, a goal to advance in your career might align well with a goal to develop your public speaking skills. However, be wary of setting goals that conflict with each other, as this can lead to stress and divided focus. Now that we've explored the theory behind effective goal setting, it's time to put these concepts into practice. Start by choosing one or two key areas of your life where you'd like to see improvement. For each area, craft a SMART goal that aligns with your broader vision and values. Remember, this is a process, and it may take some iteration to get your goals just right. Don't be afraid to revise and refine your goals as you go along. The act of setting goals is itself a valuable exercise in clarifying your priorities and aspirations. As you engage in this goal-setting process, you might experience a range of outcomes. At a minimum, you should be able to set specific goals in a few key areas of your life. This alone can provide a sense of direction and purpose that you might have been lacking before. An excellent outcome would be developing a set of SMART goals that are fully aligned with your vision. These goals would be clear, challenging yet achievable, and deeply motivating. You'd feel a sense of excitement and anticipation as you contemplate working towards these objectives. The best possible outcome? A comprehensive set of goals covering all important life domains, fully integrated and aligned with each other and with your overarching vision. This level of goal setting creates a powerful roadmap for your future, guiding your decisions and actions across all aspects of your life. Of course, the process of goal setting isn't without its challenges. One common issue is setting unrealistic goals. In our enthusiasm, we might set objectives that are simply not achievable given our current circumstances or resources. If you find yourself consistently falling short of your goals, it might be time to reassess their achievability. Remember, it's okay to adjust your goals as you learn and grow. Another potential pitfall is a lack of motivation. This often occurs when our goals don't truly align with our personal values and passions. If you're struggling to stay motivated, take a step back and examine whether your goals resonate with what truly matters to you. Sometimes, a small adjustment in how you frame your goal can make a big difference in your motivation. Lastly, some people fall into the trap of overcomplicating their goals. They create elaborate systems with dozens of objectives, sub-goals, and action items. While detailed planning can be helpful, it's important not to let the complexity overwhelm you. If you find yourself bogged down in the details, try simplifying your approach. Focus on a few key goals that will have the biggest impact on your life. As we conclude this chapter on goal setting, take a moment to reflect on the goals you've set for yourself. Are they specific and measurable? Do they challenge you while remaining achievable? Do they align with your broader vision and values? Are they balanced across the important domains of your life? Remember, goal setting is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. As you grow and change, so too will your goals. Embrace this evolution, regularly revisiting and refining your objectives to ensure they continue to serve you well. You've now laid out the destination for your journey, clear, compelling goals that will guide you towards your desired future. But having a destination is just the beginning. How will you navigate the path ahead? What strategies will you employ to turn your goals into reality? In our next chapter, we'll explore a powerful approach that can transform your goals from mere wishes into concrete plans of action. Are you ready to unlock the secret of turning your dreams into your daily reality? Chapter 5: Strategic Planning. Imagine you're standing at the foot of a towering mountain. The peak, shrouded in mist, represents your ultimate goal, You know where you want to go, but the path to get there is unclear, winding through treacherous terrain and hidden obstacles. How do you begin this daunting journey? This is where the art of strategic planning comes into play. Strategic planning is more than just a fancy term for organizing your thoughts. It's a powerful approach that can transform your loftiest aspirations into tangible, achievable outcomes. But what exactly does it entail? At its core, strategic planning is about creating a detailed roadmap for your future, one that not only shows you where you're going, but also guides you through every step of the journey. Why is this so crucial in designing your future life? Think back to the mountain analogy. Without a clear plan, you might start climbing in any direction, wasting energy and resources, possibly even heading down dead-end paths. But with a well-crafted strategy, you can chart the most efficient route, prepare for potential challenges, and ensure you have the resources needed for each stage of your ascent. Strategic planning serves two primary purposes in your life design journey. First, it transforms your goals into actionable plans. It's one thing to say, I want to reach the mountain peak. It's quite another to break that down into specific steps like research climbing gear, train for endurance, plan supply stops, and so on. This process of breaking down big goals into smaller, manageable tasks is at the heart of strategic planning. Secondly, strategic planning enhances efficiency and allows for better progress tracking. When you have a detailed plan, you can see at a glance what needs to be done next, what resources you'll need, and how far you've come. This not only keeps you on track, but also provides a sense of accomplishment as you tick off completed tasks, fueling your motivation to keep pushing forward. So, how do we begin building this roadmap? The first step is to break down your goals into smaller, actionable steps. This process is often referred to as creating a hierarchy of objectives. At the top, you have your main goal, the mountain peak you're aiming for. Below that, you list the major milestones you'll need to reach along the way. Then, for each milestone, you identify the specific tasks that need to be completed. This breakdown serves several purposes. It makes your big goal feel less overwhelming by showing you the individual steps needed to achieve it. It also helps you identify any gaps in your plan, areas where you might need to acquire new skills or resources. Finally, it gives you a clear sequence of actions to follow, eliminating the paralysis that often comes from not knowing where to start. As you break down your goals, you'll likely find that you have more tasks than you can realistically tackle at once. This is where the art of setting priorities comes in. Not all tasks are created equal. Some are urgent, some are important, some are both, and some are neither. Learning to distinguish between these categories is crucial for effective planning. One useful tool for prioritization is the Eisenhower matrix, named after President Dwight D. Eisenhower. This matrix categorizes tasks based on their urgency and importance. Tasks that are both urgent and important should be done immediately. Important but not urgent tasks should be scheduled for later. Urgent but not important tasks might be delegated if possible, and tasks that are neither urgent nor important might be eliminated altogether. With your goals broken down and prioritized, the next step is to create a timeline for achievement. This is where tools like Gantt charts can be incredibly useful. A Gantt chart is a visual representation of your project schedule, showing the start and end dates of various tasks and how they relate to each other. While it might sound complex, the basic concept is simple. It's a way to see your entire plan laid out in a clear visual format. When creating your timeline, it's important to set milestones and checkpoints along the way. These serve as intermediate goals, giving you a sense of progress and accomplishment as you work towards your main objective. They also provide natural points for reviewing and adjusting your plan as needed. Of course, having a timeline is only useful if you can stick to it. This is where effective scheduling techniques come into play. One powerful method is time blocking, where you assign specific time slots to different tasks or types of work. This helps ensure that you're making consistent progress across all areas of your plan, rather than neglecting some tasks in favor of others. Another crucial aspect of time management is learning to overcome procrastination. We all face the temptation to put off challenging or unpleasant tasks. Strategic planning can help combat this by breaking these tasks down into smaller, less daunting steps, and by clearly showing how each task contributes to your larger goals. Now, even the best-laid plans can encounter unexpected challenges. This is why risk assessment and contingency planning are vital components of strategic planning. Think of it as preparing for different weather conditions on your mountain climb. What could potentially go wrong? What external factors might impact your journey? When identifying potential risks, consider both internal factors, like a lack of certain skills or resources, and external factors, like changes in your industry or personal circumstances. For each risk, assess its potential impact on your plans. How likely is it to occur? How severely would it affect your progress if it did happen? Once you've identified potential risks, the next step is to develop contingency plans. This doesn't mean trying to plan for every possible scenario. That would be impossible and overwhelming. Instead, focus on having flexible strategies that can adapt to different situations. The goal is to be prepared, not to predict the future with perfect accuracy. In today's digital age, there are numerous tools available to assist with strategic planning. Project management software can help you create and track detailed plans, set deadlines, and collaborate with others if needed. Productivity apps can aid in time management and task tracking. These tools can be incredibly powerful, but remember, they're meant to support your planning process, not replace your own critical thinking and decision-making. For those who prefer a more tactile approach, traditional planning methods like bullet journaling or using physical planner notebooks can be equally effective. The key is to find a system that works for you, one that you'll actually use consistently. Now that we've explored the components of strategic planning, let's put this knowledge into practice. Start by taking one of your SMART goals from the previous chapter and creating a detailed action plan for it. Break it down into smaller tasks, set priorities, create a timeline, and identify potential risks and contingencies. Next, develop a risk management strategy for your plan. What are the top 3 risks that could derail your progress? For each risk, outline a specific strategy for either preventing it or mitigating its impact if it does occur. As you engage in this strategic planning process, you might experience a range of outcomes. At a minimum, you should end up with a basic plan outlining the key steps needed to achieve your goal. This alone can provide a sense of direction and clarity that you might have been lacking before. An excellent outcome would be a detailed roadmap with clear timelines and priorities. This level of planning gives you a comprehensive view of your journey ahead, allowing you to see how different tasks and milestones relate to each other. The best possible outcome? A comprehensive strategic plan that not only outlines your path forward, but also anticipates potential challenges and optimizes your resource allocation. This level of planning sets you up for success by ensuring you're prepared for various scenarios and making the most efficient use of your time and resources. Of course, the process of strategic planning isn't without its pitfalls. One common issue is over-planning without action. It's easy to get caught up in creating the perfect plan and never actually start implementing it. Remember, a good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. Begin taking action on your plan as soon as possible, even if it's just small steps. Another potential problem is ignoring risks. In our enthusiasm to achieve our goals, we might be tempted to overlook potential obstacles. But failing to anticipate and prepare for challenges can leave us vulnerable when they inevitably arise. Make sure to incorporate thorough risk assessment into your planning process. Lastly, many people struggle with setting unrealistic timelines. In our eagerness to achieve our goals quickly, we might underestimate the time required for various tasks. This can lead to frustration and demotivation when we fall behind schedule. Be honest with yourself about how long things will take and build in some buffer time for unexpected delays. As we conclude this chapter on strategic planning, take a moment to reflect on the plan you've created. Does it provide a clear path forward? Does it account for potential challenges? Does it make efficient use of your time and resources? Remember, strategic planning is an ongoing process. As you implement your plan and gain new insights, don't be afraid to revise and refine your strategy. You now have a detailed roadmap to guide you towards your goals. But even the best plan is only as good as its execution. In our next chapter, we'll explore a critical aspect of turning your plans into reality. It's an element so fundamental to success that many overlook its importance, yet it can make the difference between achieving your dreams and watching them slip away. Are you ready to unlock the secret of bringing your plans to life? Chapter 6, Resource Allocation. Imagine you're about to embark on an epic journey across uncharted territories. You have your map, your destination is clear, and your route is planned. But what about the supplies you'll need along the way? The tools to overcome obstacles, the knowledge to navigate treacherous terrain? This is where the often overlooked yet crucial aspect of resource allocation comes into play. Resource allocation might sound like a dry, technical term more suited to boardrooms than personal development. But at its core, it's about something deeply personal and profoundly important: how you choose to invest your most precious assets in pursuit of your dreams. But what exactly are these resources we're talking about? They're more varied and abundant than you might initially think. Time, of course, is perhaps our most finite and valuable resource. Then there's money, a resource that often feels scarce but can be leveraged in creative ways. Skills and knowledge form another critical category, the tools you'll use to overcome challenges and seize opportunities. And let's not forget about the power of relationships and support systems, resources that can multiply your efforts and open doors you never knew existed. Why is resource allocation so important in designing your future life? Think back to our journey analogy. You could have the most detailed map in the world, but without proper supplies and equipment, you won't get far. Similarly, even the best laid plans will falter if you don't have the necessary resources to execute them. Effective resource allocation ensures that your plans have the support they need to become reality. It's about making sure you have enough fuel in your tank to reach your destination, enough tools in your kit to overcome obstacles, and enough knowledge in your mind to make wise decisions along the way. Moreover, strategic resource allocation maximizes your efficiency and effectiveness. It's not just about having resources, it's about using them in the smartest way possible. This is where concepts like opportunity cost and the Pareto principle come into play, but we'll dive deeper into those a bit later. So how do we begin this process of resource allocation? The first step is to identify exactly what resources you'll need to execute your plan. Let's start with time, that most precious and irreplaceable of resources. Conducting a time audit can be an eye-opening experience. For a week or two, track how you spend every hour of your day. You might be surprised to discover where your time is really going. Are you spending hours scrolling through social media without realizing it? Or perhaps you're losing productive morning hours to an inefficient routine? Once you have a clear picture of your time usage, you can start prioritizing more effectively. This doesn't mean every moment needs to be productive. Rest and leisure are important too, but it does mean being intentional about how you allocate your time, ensuring that your most important goals are getting the attention they deserve. Financial planning is another crucial aspect of resource allocation. This doesn't necessarily mean you need large sums of money to achieve your goals. Rather, it's about understanding the financial requirements of your plans and strategizing how to meet them. Start by budgeting for your goals. How much will each step of your plan cost? Are there investments you need to make up front? Once you have a clear picture of your financial needs, you can explore various funding strategies. This might involve saving, reallocating current expenses, seeking additional income streams, or exploring options like grants or loans, depending on the nature of your goals. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful resources at your disposal, your skills and knowledge. As you review your plans, you'll likely identify areas where you need to develop new competencies or enhance existing ones. This is where skill acquisition and development come into play. Start by assessing your skill gaps. What competencies do you need to acquire or improve to achieve your goals? There are various self-assessment tools and questionnaires available that can help you identify these areas. Once you've identified your skill gaps, you can explore learning opportunities to bridge them. The landscape of learning has changed dramatically in recent years. While formal education remains a valuable option for some goals, self-directed learning has become increasingly accessible and effective. Online courses, workshops, webinars, and countless other resources are available at your fingertips. The key is to choose learning methods that align with your learning style and fit into your overall resource allocation strategy. As you embark on this journey of personal growth and goal achievement, remember that you don't have to go it alone. In fact, trying to do everything by yourself can be a recipe for burnout and missed opportunities. This is where leveraging support systems becomes crucial. Building a strong network can multiply your resources exponentially. Think about it. Each person in your network brings their own set of skills, knowledge, and connections. By cultivating these relationships, you're essentially expanding your own resource pool. Networking doesn't have to be a formal business card swapping affair. It can be as simple as staying in touch with former colleagues, joining online communities related to your interests, or attending local meetups. The key is to approach networking with a spirit of genuine connection and mutual benefit, rather than just looking for what others can do for you. Mentorship is another powerful form of support that can accelerate your progress towards your goals. A good mentor can provide guidance, share valuable experiences, and help you avoid common pitfalls. Finding the right mentor might take time, but it's worth the effort. Look for someone who has achieved what you aspire to or who possesses skills you want to develop. Now, let's talk about a principle that can revolutionize your approach to resource allocation, the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. This principle suggests that roughly 80% of effects come from 20% of causes. In the context of personal development, this might mean that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Applying the Pareto principle to resource allocation means focusing on the vital few activities that produce the most significant results. It's about identifying those key actions that move the needle the most and allocating more of your resources to them. At the same time, it involves recognizing and eliminating or minimizing activities that consume resources without producing meaningful results. Time management techniques can play a crucial role in optimizing your existing resources. Delegation, for instance, can free up your time for high-priority tasks by entrusting certain responsibilities to others. This doesn't just apply in a work context. You can delegate in your personal life too, perhaps by sharing household responsibilities or outsourcing tasks when possible. Automation is another powerful tool for optimizing your resources, particularly time. Look for repetitive tasks in your life that could be automated. This might involve using technology to streamline processes, setting up automatic payments for bills, or using productivity apps to manage your schedule and to-do lists. Now that we've explored these concepts, let's put them into practice with some exercises. Start with a comprehensive resource allocation exercise. List out all the resources you'll need for your most important goal: time, money, skills, support. Then, for each resource, identify what you currently have available and what you need to acquire or develop. Next, conduct a detailed time audit. For 1 week, track how you spend every hour of your day. At the end of the week, analyze your time usage. Where are you spending most of your time? Are these activities aligned with your goals? Where could you reallocate time to higher priority tasks? As you engage in these exercises, you might experience a range of outcomes. At a minimum, you should gain a basic understanding of the resources needed to achieve your goals. This alone can provide valuable clarity and direction. An excellent outcome would be developing a detailed resource plan with strategic allocations. This level of planning gives you a comprehensive view of how to leverage your resources most effectively ensuring that every asset is being used to its fullest potential. The best possible outcome? Efficient utilization of resources, leading to accelerated goal achievement. When you're allocating your resources strategically, you may find that you're able to make progress much faster than you initially thought possible. Of course, the process of resource allocation isn't without its challenges. One common issue is underestimating resource needs. It's easy to be overly optimistic about how much time, money, or effort a goal will require. If you find yourself consistently running short on resources, it might be time to reassess and adjust your allocations accordingly. Another potential pitfall is overcommitting resources. In our enthusiasm to achieve our goals, we might allocate more resources than we realistically have available. This can lead to burnout and frustration. The solution is to prioritize ruthlessly, focusing your resources on the most important goals and being willing to say no to less critical commitments. Lastly, many people make the mistake of ignoring their support networks. Remember, you don't have to do everything alone. If you find yourself struggling, reach out to your network. Engage actively with mentors, seek advice from those who have achieved similar goals, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. As we conclude this chapter on resource allocation, take a moment to reflect on the resources at your disposal. Are you using them as effectively as you could be? Are there untapped resources you haven't considered? Remember, resource allocation is an ongoing process. As your goals evolve and your circumstances change, don't be afraid to reassess and reallocate as needed. You now have a clear understanding of how to identify and allocate the resources needed to achieve your goals. But having resources and knowing how to allocate them is only part of the equation. In our next chapter, we'll explore a critical factor that can make or break your journey towards your dreams. It's an element so fundamental, yet often overlooked, that mastering it can be the difference between those who achieve their goals and those who fall short. Are you ready to unlock the secret of turning potential into reality? Chapter 7, Action Execution. You've crafted your vision, set your goals, created a strategic plan, and allocated your resources. You're standing at the starting line, filled with anticipation and perhaps a touch of anxiety. What comes next? This is where many people falter, caught in the gap between planning and doing. Welcome to the crucial phase of action execution. Action execution is where the rubber meets the road, where dreams begin their transformation into reality. It's the bridge between potential and achievement, the alchemy that turns plans into tangible results. But why is this phase so critical in designing your future life? Imagine an architect who designs a magnificent building. The blueprints are perfect, every detail meticulously planned. But if construction never begins, that masterpiece remains nothing more than lines on paper. Similarly, your life plans, no matter how brilliant, remain unrealized potential until you take action to bring them to life. Moreover, action execution ensures consistent progress toward your goals. It's through action that you create momentum, that powerful force that can carry you through challenges and propel you towards success. Each step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to your desired future. But how do we transition from planning to action? This shift can often feel like the hardest part of the journey. You might find yourself facing what feels like an invisible barrier: procrastination, self-doubt, or simply the inertia of your current routines. Overcoming this initial resistance is crucial. One effective strategy is to start with small, manageable tasks. Instead of trying to tackle your entire goal at once, focus on one simple action you can take right now. This could be as straightforward as sending an email, doing 5 minutes of research, or making a phone call. The key is to build momentum through action, no matter how modest. Another powerful approach is to establish routines that support your goals. Our daily habits shape our lives more than we often realize. By intentionally structuring your day around actions that align with your objectives, you create a framework for consistent progress. Consider the power of a morning routine that sets a positive tone for your day. This might include activities like reviewing your goals, visualizing success, or tackling an important task before the distractions of the day set in. The specific elements of your routine will depend on your personal goals and preferences, but the principle remains: create structures that make positive action your default mode. As you embark on this journey of action, maintaining motivation becomes crucial. But what exactly drives us to keep pushing forward, especially when the path gets challenging? This is where understanding the nuances of motivation can be incredibly valuable. Psychologists often distinguish between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation comes from external rewards or pressures, things like money, praise, or avoiding punishment. While these can be powerful motivators in the short term, they often fail to sustain long-term effort. Intrinsic motivation, on the other hand, comes from within. It's driven by personal interest, enjoyment, or alignment with your values. When you're intrinsically motivated, the action itself becomes rewarding, not just the outcome. This type of motivation is far more sustainable and resilient in the face of challenges. To cultivate intrinsic motivation, try to connect your actions to your deeper values and passions. Reflect on why your goals matter to you on a personal level. What deeper needs or aspirations do they serve? By tapping into these intrinsic motivators, you'll find a wellspring of energy and commitment that can carry you through even the toughest times. That said, don't underestimate the power of external reminders and cues. Visual representations of your goals, vision boards, progress charts, or even simple post-it notes can serve as powerful motivators. They keep your objectives front and center, making it easier to stay focused and committed. Affirmations and mantras can also be potent tools for maintaining motivation. These are positive statements that reinforce your goals and boost your confidence. For example, if your goal is to start a business, your mantra might be, "I am capable of creating value and success." By regularly repeating these affirmations, you're programming your mind for success and building the self-belief necessary to overcome challenges. Now, let's address an inevitable aspect of any significant journey: setbacks. No matter how well you plan or how motivated you are, you will encounter obstacles along the way. Building resilience, the ability to bounce back from these setbacks, is crucial for long-term success. One key aspect of resilience is reframing how you view failures and setbacks. Instead of seeing them as indicators of your inadequacy or reasons to give up, try to view them as valuable feedback. Each setback contains lessons that can help you refine your approach and grow stronger. When you encounter a setback, take time to analyze what happened. What can you learn from this experience? How can you adjust your approach going forward? By adopting this growth mindset, you transform obstacles into opportunities for learning and improvement. Stress management is another crucial component of resilience. The journey toward your goals will inevitably involve periods of pressure and challenge. Learning techniques to stay calm and centered during these times can make the difference between pushing through or burning out. Mindfulness and meditation practices can be particularly effective for managing stress. These techniques help you stay present and avoid getting overwhelmed by worries about the future or regrets about the past. Even a few minutes of mindful breathing each day can significantly improve your ability to handle stress and maintain focus on your goals. As you progress on your journey, you'll likely find that things don't always go exactly as planned. This is where the ability to adapt becomes crucial. Flexibility in execution doesn't mean abandoning your goals. Rather, it's about being willing to adjust your approach based on new information or changing circumstances. Embracing uncertainty can be challenging, especially if you're someone who likes to have everything planned out. But learning to be comfortable with ambiguity and change is a valuable skill. It allows you to seize unexpected opportunities and navigate around unforeseen obstacles. This adaptability ties closely with the concept of continuous learning. Each action you take, each challenge you face, provides valuable data. By regularly reflecting on your experiences and applying the lessons learned, you can continuously refine and improve your approach. Now, let's put these concepts into practice with some exercises. First, try a habit formation challenge. Choose one small action that aligns with your goals and commit to doing it every day for 30 days. This could be something like spending 15 minutes on a project, doing a specific exercise, or practicing a new skill. The key is consistency. Focus on showing up every day, even if the action itself is small. For building resilience, try this exercise. At the end of each day, reflect on any setbacks or challenges you faced. For each one, write down one thing you learned and one way you can apply that lesson going forward. This practice not only helps you extract value from difficulties, but also trains your mind to see challenges as opportunities for growth. As you engage in these practices, you might experience a range of outcomes. At a minimum, you should find yourself taking initial steps toward your goals. This alone is a significant achievement. Remember, any action is better than no action. An excellent outcome would be consistent action with growing momentum. You might find that as you build habits and overcome initial resistance, taking action becomes easier and more natural. You start to experience the compound effect of consistent effort. The best possible outcome: effective execution leading to significant goal attainment. When you're consistently taking aligned action, managing setbacks effectively, and adapting as needed, you create a powerful force for achieving your objectives. Of course, the journey of action execution isn't without its challenges. One common issue is a loss of motivation. If you find your enthusiasm waning, it's crucial to reconnect with your vision and values. Remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. Visualize the future you're working towards, and let that inspire you to keep moving forward. Encountering obstacles is another inevitable challenge. When you hit a roadblock, resist the urge to give up. Instead, engage your problem-solving skills. Break the obstacle down into smaller parts, brainstorm alternative approaches, or seek advice from others who have faced similar challenges. Burnout is a risk for anyone pursuing ambitious goals. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed or exhausted, it's essential to step back and implement self-care routines. Remember, sustainable progress requires balance. Make sure you're taking time to rest, recharge, and engage in activities that bring you joy outside of your goal pursuit. As we conclude this chapter on action execution, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Are you taking consistent action towards your goals? How do you handle setbacks? Are you building habits that support your objectives? Remember, action execution is not about perfection. It's about progress, learning, and persistent effort. You now have the tools to bring your plans to life through effective action. But as you move forward on this path, a new question arises. How do you know if you're truly making progress? How can you ensure that your actions are leading you in the right direction? In our next chapter, we'll explore a critical aspect of the journey that many overlook, yet it holds the key to sustained success and continuous improvement. Are you ready to unlock the secret of turning your efforts into measurable progress? Chapter 8: Progress Monitoring. Imagine you're on a long journey through uncharted territory. You have a map, a destination in mind, and you've been moving forward with determination. But how do you know if you're still on the right path? How can you tell if you're making real progress or just wandering in circles? This is where the often overlooked yet crucial practice of progress monitoring comes into play. Progress monitoring might sound like a dry, bureaucratic exercise, something more suited to corporate boardrooms than personal development. But at its core, it's about something deeply personal and profoundly important: ensuring that your efforts are actually moving you closer to your dreams. But what exactly does progress monitoring entail? It's more than just occasionally checking in on your goals. It's a systematic approach to tracking your journey, evaluating your outcomes, and making necessary adjustments to stay aligned with your vision. Think of it as your personal navigation system, constantly recalibrating to keep you on course towards your desired future. Why is progress monitoring so important in designing your future life? First and foremost, it ensures alignment with your goals and vision. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day hustle and lose sight of the bigger picture. Regular monitoring helps you stay connected to your ultimate objectives, ensuring that your actions are truly serving your long-term vision. Moreover, progress monitoring facilitates adaptation and continuous improvement. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances change. What seemed like the perfect plan 6 months ago might need adjustments now. By regularly assessing your progress, you can identify what's working, what isn't, and make timely course corrections. So, how do we begin this process of progress monitoring? The first step is to establish clear metrics for success. In the business world, these are often called key performance indicators, or KPIs. Don't let the jargon intimidate you. KPIs are simply measurable values that show how effectively you're achieving your objectives. For personal goals, KPIs might look different than they do in a business context, but the principle remains the same. If your goal is to write a book, your KPI might be the number of words written per week. If you're aiming to improve your fitness, it could be the number of workouts completed or improvements in specific physical tests. The key is to choose indicators that truly reflect progress towards your goals. They should be specific, measurable, and directly related to your objectives. Avoid the temptation to track too many things. Focus on the metrics that matter most. Once you've established your KPIs, you need a system to track them. This doesn't have to be complicated. A simple spreadsheet can be an effective tool for many people. You might create a dashboard where you input your key metrics regularly, allowing you to see trends over time. For habit-based goals, a habit tracker can be invaluable. This could be a physical calendar where you mark off days you've completed your habit, or a digital app that sends you reminders and tracks your streaks. The specific tool matters less than the consistency of use. Now, tracking numbers is important, but it's not the whole story. To truly monitor your progress, you need to build in regular review sessions. These are dedicated times where you step back from the day-to-day and assess your journey more holistically. Weekly reviews can help you stay on track in the short term. Set aside time each week, perhaps Sunday evening or Monday morning, to review the past week and plan for the next. Ask yourself, what went well this week? What challenges did I face? Am I on track with my goals? What adjustments do I need to make for the coming week? Monthly reviews allow for a broader perspective. Here, you might look at your KPIs over the past month, assess your progress towards monthly goals, and set objectives for the coming month. This is also a good time to check in with your larger vision and ensure your daily and weekly actions are still aligned with your long-term goals. Annual assessments are crucial for evaluating your progress on a larger scale and adjusting your long-term plans. As you approach the end of the year, take time to reflect on your achievements, challenges, and growth over the past 12 months. Are you where you thought you'd be? If not, why? What have you learned that can inform your plans for the coming year? While self-assessment is valuable, it's also important to seek external feedback. We all have blind spots, and outside perspectives can provide invaluable insights. This might involve seeking input from mentors, peers, or even hiring a coach in areas where you're striving for significant growth. When seeking feedback, be open to constructive criticism. It's not always easy to hear about areas where we need improvement, but this information can be incredibly valuable for our growth. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect, but to continuously improve. Self-reflection practices can also provide powerful feedback. Journaling, for instance, can help you process your experiences and uncover patterns in your thoughts and behaviors. Try setting aside time each day to write about your progress, challenges, and insights. Meditation and mindfulness practices can also enhance your self-awareness, helping you tune into subtle signals that might be indicating a need for change. Even a few minutes of quiet reflection each day can yield valuable insights about your journey. As you engage in these monitoring practices, you'll likely encounter situations where you need to make adjustments to your plans. This is where the art of pivoting comes in. Pivoting doesn't mean abandoning your goals. Rather, it's about being flexible in your approach to achieving them. Learning to recognize when changes are needed is a crucial skill. Are you consistently falling short of your KPIs despite your best efforts? Are you feeling a persistent sense of misalignment between your actions and your values? These might be signs that it's time to reassess and potentially adjust your approach. When you do decide to make changes, it's important to do so thoughtfully. Update your goals and plans to reflect your new direction. If your pivot affects others, perhaps team members or family, communicate the changes clearly, explaining your reasoning and the new direction. Now, let's put these concepts into practice with some exercises. Start by setting up a simple monitoring system for one of your key goals. Define 2 to 3 KPIs that will help you track progress towards this goal. Create a spreadsheet or find an app where you can regularly log these metrics. Next, conduct a self-review session. Set aside an hour or two in a quiet space. Reflect on your progress over the past month. What have you achieved? Where have you fallen short? What insights have you gained? Use these reflections to set intentions and adjust your plans for the coming month. As you engage in these practices, you might experience a range of outcomes. At a minimum, you should gain a basic awareness of your progress. Simply paying attention to your journey can be eye-opening and motivating. An excellent outcome would be establishing a habit of regular tracking and making timely adjustments based on your observations. This level of engagement with your goals can significantly increase your chances of success. The best possible outcome? Proactive management of your journey leading to optimal results and goal attainment. When you're consistently monitoring your progress, seeking feedback, and making necessary adjustments, you create a powerful system for turning your vision into reality. Of course, the process of progress monitoring isn't without its challenges. One common issue is ignoring feedback, especially when it's uncomfortable or challenges our assumptions. Remember, feedback, even negative feedback, is a gift. It provides valuable information that can help you grow and improve. Practice receiving feedback with an open mind and a growth-oriented perspective. Another potential pitfall is infrequent monitoring. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life and neglect regular check-ins with your goals. The solution is to schedule your review sessions and treat them as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. Put them in your calendar and honor them as you would any other important commitment. Resistance to change can also hinder effective progress monitoring. We often become attached to our original plans and find it difficult to adjust course, even when the evidence suggests we should. Cultivating adaptability and openness to change is crucial. Remember, the goal is not to stick to the plan at all costs, but to achieve the underlying objectives that inspired the plan in the first place. As we conclude this chapter on progress monitoring, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Are you regularly assessing your progress? Are you open to feedback and willing to make adjustments when needed? Remember, progress monitoring is not about judgment or self-criticism. It's about staying connected to your vision, learning from your experiences, and continuously refining your approach. You now have the tools to systematically track your progress and make informed adjustments to your journey. But as you move forward on this path of continuous improvement, a new question arises. What lies beyond the achievement of your current goals? How can you sustain your growth and continue to evolve long after you've reached your initial objectives? In our final chapter, we'll explore an exciting frontier that opens up once you've mastered the art of designing and executing your life plan. Are you ready to discover what awaits you on the horizon of limitless possibility? Chapter 9, Future Horizons. As we stand at the threshold of this final chapter, take a moment to reflect on the journey you've undertaken. From crafting your vision to executing your plans and monitoring your progress, you've acquired a powerful set of tools for designing your future life. But this is not the end of your journey. Rather, it's the beginning of a new, exciting phase filled with unlimited potential. Future horizons beckon, promising new challenges, opportunities, and growth. This chapter is about embracing those horizons, celebrating how far you've come, and preparing for the endless possibilities that lie ahead. It's about recognizing that the skills you've developed are not just for achieving a single set of goals, but for continually evolving and adapting throughout your life. Let's start by considering how the knowledge and skills you've gained from this book can empower you. You've learned to craft a compelling vision, set smart goals, create strategic plans, allocate resources effectively, take consistent action, and monitor your progress. These aren't just abstract concepts. They're practical tools that can significantly enhance your self-efficacy and confidence. Think about it. Armed with these skills, you're no longer at the mercy of circumstances. You have the ability to proactively shape your future, to turn your dreams into concrete plans, and to systematically work towards their realization. This sense of empowerment can be transformative, affecting not just your personal goals, but every aspect of your life. One area where you might notice significant improvements is in your relationships. The communication skills you've honed through articulating your vision and goals can translate into clearer, more effective interactions with others. You're better equipped to express your needs, understand others' perspectives, and collaborate towards shared objectives. Moreover, the process of building support systems for your goals has likely expanded and strengthened your network. You've learned the value of seeking mentorship, giving and receiving feedback, and surrounding yourself with people who support your growth. These stronger support networks can enrich your life in countless ways, providing not just practical assistance, but also emotional support and diverse perspectives. Now, let's consider what you're capable of achieving with your new skills. Effective life planning and execution are no longer abstract concepts. They're tools you can apply to any goal or challenge. Whether it's advancing in your career, improving your health, or pursuing a passion project, you have a roadmap for turning your aspirations into reality. This doesn't mean that success is guaranteed or that challenges won't arise, but you now have the tools to approach these challenges systematically, to learn from setbacks, and to persistently move forward. This resilience and strategic approach can lead to greater personal and professional success than you might have previously thought possible. As you continue to practice these concepts, you'll likely find that they become second nature. This is the power of mastery through repetition. Just as an athlete's movements become more fluid and effortless with practice, your ability to plan, execute, and adapt will become more natural over time. This increased efficiency and effectiveness can be truly transformative. Tasks that once seemed daunting become manageable. Goals that once felt out of reach become attainable. You'll likely find yourself achieving more while expending less mental and emotional energy, freeing up resources for new challenges and growth opportunities. Now, let's talk about the importance of celebrating achievements. In our rush to tackle the next goal, we often forget to acknowledge how far we've come. But recognizing your progress and celebrating your wins, no matter how small, is crucial for maintaining motivation and building confidence. Take time to reflect on the milestones you've reached. How have you grown? What challenges have you overcome? What skills have you developed? Practicing gratitude for these achievements can boost your mood, reinforce positive behaviors, and motivate you for future endeavors. But amidst these celebrations, it's important to avoid complacency. Growth is an ongoing process, and there are always new horizons to explore. Continue to challenge yourself by setting new goals, pushing your boundaries, and stepping out of your comfort zone. One powerful way to sustain momentum is through habit reinforcement. The habits you've developed in pursuit of your goals are valuable assets. Protect them through consistent practice and consider using habit stacking techniques, linking new habits to established ones to build on your progress. As you look to the future, embrace the concept of lifelong learning. The world is constantly changing, offering new challenges and opportunities. Commit to ongoing growth, whether through formal education, self-study, or experiential learning. Stay curious, remain open to new ideas, and never stop seeking knowledge and skills that can enrich your life and expand your capabilities. Central to this approach is adopting a growth mindset, a concept developed by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. This is in contrast to a fixed mindset, which sees these qualities as static and unchangeable. Cultivating a growth mindset involves embracing challenges, persisting in the face of setbacks, seeing effort as a path to mastery, learning from criticism, and finding inspiration in the success of others. It's about viewing every experience, whether success or failure, as an opportunity for growth and learning. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to periodically revisit and update your vision. As you grow and change, your aspirations may evolve too. Be open to adapting your vision and goals to new circumstances and insights. This flexibility allows you to stay true to your deepest values while remaining responsive to new opportunities and challenges. Finally, as you plan for the future, consider not just your personal goals, but your broader impact. What legacy do you want to leave? How can your journey contribute to the well-being of others or the advancement of causes you care about? Thinking about your long-term impact can provide a sense of purpose and direction that transcends individual achievements. Now, as we conclude this book, I want to share with you the ultimate payoff of this journey, a truth so powerful that it can revolutionize not just your approach to goal setting, but your entire outlook on life. Here it is. You are not just the protagonist of your life story. You are its author. Every concept we've explored, every tool we've discussed has been leading to this fundamental shift in perspective. You have the power to write the chapters of your life, to shape your character arc, to decide the themes and plot lines that will define your journey. This realization is both empowering and profound. It means that no matter where you are now, no matter what challenges you face or what limitations you perceive, you have the ability to change your narrative. You can rewrite your story at any moment, pivoting towards the life you truly desire. But this power comes with responsibility. As the author of your life, you must be willing to pick up the pen every day. You must be ready to edit ruthlessly, to discard chapters that no longer serve you, and to bravely write new ones that align with your deepest values and grandest visions. This journey of authorship is not always easy. There will be writer's block, plot twists you didn't anticipate, and critics both internal and external. But armed with the tools and mindset you've developed through this book, you're equipped to face these challenges. You have the ability to turn obstacles into compelling plot points, setbacks into character development, and small victories into major story arcs. Remember, the most inspiring stories are not those of flawless heroes who never struggle, but of real, complex characters who face adversity, learn, grow, and ultimately triumph. Your life story, with all its ups and downs, has the potential to be a masterpiece, not in spite of its challenges, but because of how you choose to face them. So, as you close this book and step into your future, carry with you this empowering truth. You are the author of your life. The pen is in your hand. The blank pages of your future lie before you, full of possibility. But crafting your life's story is just the beginning. To truly bring your vision to life, you need to master the art of execution. How do you translate your grand plans into daily actions? What if there was a way to achieve more in a week than most people do in a month? The key to unlocking your full potential lies in mastering the rhythm of your weeks. For the ultimate guide to turning your life design into reality, don't miss the audiobook Master Your Week. Plan, execute, achieve. It's the essential companion to your journey of personal transformation. Tap the center of the video now to continue your transformation journey.